Hey all, Cloud109 here. This is group lesson number 2. These clips that I make, they're from my actual gameplays, so there's no particular order really. It's just what I can manage to record in the moment and kind of bring them to you guys. So any tips and tricks I can think of, what I'm thinking of in that moment, what I'm doing, that's what I'm going to talk about today. So let's just dive in. I get this guy one hit. He's gonna take cover. I'm gonna clean him up. It's really no contest at this point. But the point I want to show is that, and really that's it. That's the video. That's the end of it. But it's the point I really want to talk about is right here. So as soon as he takes cover, there's something that, and it's not really shown here, but it's like a half-second rule, as I've come to call it. It's where people would, as soon as they take cover, right? If someone's shooting them down, whatever, they could be one hit, they could not be one hit, they're just taking cover. They broke that line of sight. As soon as you break that line of sight with your opponent, a lot of times the auto self kicks in for everybody, and you want to quickly get that kill as quickly as you can. And if you're not within range to melee or just to turn the corner and shoot, you nade. That's the fastest, that's the quickest way you can try to close in on that kill. So, to take advantage, the person on defense, as soon as they take cover, you wait that half second, you come back out and re-engage. Hopefully you get the kill. Maybe you don't, you just do more damage, whatever. Point is that hopefully you caught them in that nade animation to where now you have the advantage. So it's a game-changing kind of style of play. It's more aggressive, and it can save you. It saved me so many times. All that being said, that's not what this guy does. He doesn't do that at all. But I just thought it was important to bring that to your guys' attention, because I sit here and wait. And I don't know if you see that or not, but I was prepared for that. That small little snippet. It was a small pause. I could have clearly naded him. I had one myself. I didn't need to. I could have ran in for the melee. You know, he's hoping to get some sort of ninja thing going on, maybe. I don't know. But I didn't need to. So me kind of waiting and pausing is playing hell with his psyche, because he's freaking out. He needs to do something. He knows I'm coming. So that's why he kind of does that weird little hop thing. And me waiting forced him to make a move. So this is more about if ever you're in that situation where you're like, if you're me, if you're the aggressor and you're fighting, I won't say pro, but just keep it in mind that there are a lot of players that will do this. You know, that half second or more, or whatever, that's just that timing is really important. It can decide, you know, it can change things up. So just keep an eye out for it, and you just pausing and sitting there can really force an outcome. Alright, so this next video, actually I'm just going to let it play out, but I'll pause it when I need to. Okay, right there. I just made a decision. And this video is going to be called, or this clip is a great lesson on something I call linear motion. So this guy sees me coming from the right, has me dead to rights. You know, I'm not, you know, he's going to win. And linear motion says, because I came from the right, that I'm going to continue, because I now blocked that line of sight because I darted into that hole, that linear motion says I'm going to continue and come out on the left side. But already I changed that and got the trade. I should have got the kill, but whatever, right? So I shouldn't even had this. You know, most people would have betted against me at this point. I would have too, but for me to be even be able to get this trade was a win. This next video is kind of about reaggression. It's kind of about, I mean, you see how I keep trying to dart back to cover. I know about that cover. It is my escape. I'm trying to weed him out with those nades, trying to back him off in a way. But he's being aggressive. He knows he's going to win. So he can be more aggressive. I have to back down. And I do. But you notice I do that exact half-second rule. I stay there, and as soon as I'm in cover, I'm already on the move. And here I come out, and I go, I get on top there. So it's kind of a win for me. I get the reversal. It's still a crude example of a half-second rule because he doesn't, caught in some nade animation or anything like that. But it was a little bit of, how would I want to say? Because there's really two things that I could have done. I could have stayed there and waited, but not wait too long. If I stayed there, let's say I go back into cover right here. I have a choice now. I can go out to the left or to the right. Now, most players, and this is what I did too, I went right back to the left. It's the quickest route to get back to him, to be aggressive again. That's what most people would do. If I was fighting like some real pro player, I would have waited there for like a second, maybe a second and a half, no more. Timing is very precise. Just because if I wait that time, that's going to make him second guess which way I'm going, and if you can try to make them second guess, they don't know if I'm going to go left or right. Their cursor, has a chance of not being on me. I have a 50-50 chance, right? So when you're playing those kind of tougher guys out there, it's good to try to mix things up a little where they can't anticipate where you're going. Here, it's clearly not the example if I was wanting. I could just be aggressive and get the reversal on him. So right here, there's actually a couple different things going on. Not only am I, if I was fighting against a pro player, I could try to throw him off with that left or right, kind of throwing him off. Not sure which way to look, but it's also the reason why I say it's like a completely precise timing, so like a second and a half, no more, is because in my mind I know where he's at. He has an idea of where I am at, where am I at. Well, he knows where I'm at too, but like he doesn't know which way I'm going to attack him from. And especially if I wait there, if I have that second and a half, he's already starting to second guess which direction I'm coming from. So that we've covered that. But I'm also wanting to know where he's at too. Yeah, he has that potential cover. He could jump backwards, back into the courtyard. He could maybe start going to my right and go towards like the arcade entrance, maybe. So timing is very important in this instance where I need to keep track of where he's at. And luckily, because I did that half-second kind of rule and I re-engaged, I was dead on the money. I wasn't searching for the guy. My cursor kind of did a little flop there. You can kind of see me kind of searching in a way just in case he was more over. But I was able to wrap up that kill, no problem, right? So it's a little bit of reading a player, knowing where they're going to be, because there in that general location, I knew he was still there. The time that I gave him with that half second there, that's more precise. But the longer I wait, the less precise that timing is. He could be, anywhere in that range. That range just keeps growing. If it was a second and a half, if it's 2 seconds, oh my God, that's what, it's 2 or more. It's just, you have no idea where he could be. So timing is everything. So next video, last video, I don't know if you guys saw that a little bit, but I just got a double kill with my rockets, and it's important because I'm now fresh out of rockets. There's no more rockets. It's a dead gun. Now, so I get that kill, I move on, looking for a shotgun because I have a dead gun, or a dead weapon. I want to get rid of it. Oh no, I'm now caught with my pants down, right? It's not a good moment. It's awkward. What do I do? So this takes a lot of willpower, because in this moment I have a couple choices, a lot of choices really. You can start dodging, I could switch weapons, right? Most people would start switching, shoot, dodge, throw a nade, whatever. You don't want to do that. You want to have a plan. You want to have that escape, have that awareness, and that's exactly what I'm doing. But I also do something else. I keep my rockets out. I'm completely psyching this guy out, making him think I have rockets. Not only that, I get the kill. But just to show that it's not a fluke, I did it again. And I did it to that person right there. This takes a lot of willpower, and it was a gamble, but I knew I was weak, and I knew that this second guy coming after me, I knew I wasn't going to win. So I whip out those rockets so he can see that I have them, and I'm still trying to get away. This would not have worked if I was just out in the open and I didn't have an escape, but here I clearly do, and I can get to it very quickly. So this really worked out. It was hilarious in the moment, and I'll let this play on out because you can see I get the kill later on. So yeah, I ruined it, but whatever. The main point of it is that you can psych out people in all kinds of ways. This whole concept of re-engaging, disengaging, really kind of psyching out the player, which I don't purely recommend doing that whole rocket trip I just did, but it is a play. It is a psychic component. I don't know. Anyway, point is, you can have a lot of fun with that, but just be aware that you will not win. You need to find an escape. You need to get out. And hopefully that can be a tip or trick for you to use later. Tips and tricks. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully I make some new videos in the future sometime soon. Anyway, leave a comment. Any questions? Tell me your stories. Love to hear it. Love to see it.